Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Tuesday night live from Los Angeles, California, in which the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Dallas Mavericks 107-99 in downtown Los Angeles tonight in the quote-unquote Luka reunite with the Mavericks AD back in LA game. Not a really a vengeance game tonight. Luka was off. Kind of expected his emotions to be kind of high, kind of expected him to be amped up, which leads to a lot of like air balls or overshot shots in an emotional game. And games like this can go either way. In a lot of ways, the Lakers are lucky to get out of this with a win tonight because like a ring ceremony night or anything like that, those big time emotional type games, sometimes you cough those up and sometimes you lose those. And the Lakers able to get the win tonight in a game like that, in a night where Luka was not at his best. The team in general wasn't at its best. Dallas playing without really a front line there, undermanned. Plus they're playing against Luka, came in really amped up and charged up and locked in on this game. Oddly enough, I think like if they have their guys that are out right now, they may not even have been as competitive tonight. Like it's just one of those games when you have a team with their back against the wall, a team with nothing to lose, playing with house money. Those teams and those players are often more dangerous. And that's kind of what it was tonight. Dallas came out there with nothing to lose. Kyrie got him going early. He was cooking. And in the end, Kyrie wasn't going to be enough offensively. Klay Thompson was hitting threes in that stretch in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, but he was a -20 for the night. So he was scoring threes, but he was giving up everything on the other end. This isn't the Klay that could guard people in the past. So Dallas, they hung in the end. In the end, the Lakers imposed their will. Luka playing QB, Bron playing whiteout, and I don't know a team in the league that's going to break that up. When you got Luka and with the ball in his hands and LeBron playing off ball, or even Luka deferring to Austin Reeves and letting him handle the ball and make decisions. They are sorting through it. I know a lot of people were saying that with Austin out there, there's a lot of redundancy. Austin is proving that to be incorrect. He's out there fitting in great, playing great. And even on games where he has off night shooting, teams are respecting him enough. They're sending coverages at him, and it's freeing up LeBron and Luka. And they're respecting his ball handling and playmaking abilities this year. And Austin is taking a leap. And all those things combined today, not the greatest of stats. You can go down a stat sheet tonight and be like, okay, not really wonderful. But Rui with 15, LeBron with 27 on 11 of 17, 2 of 4 from 3. He had 12 rebounds. He had only 3 assists out there tonight because Luka had 12 assists. So Luka had 19. He was 6 of 17, 1 of 7 for 3. Just couldn't get anything to fall. But he had the 15 rebounds. He had the 12 assists. He got the triple dub and was a +8 on the floor. Austin Reeves tonight, a +16, 20 points, 5 of 12 shooting, 3 of 8 from 3. 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and only 1 turnover. So LeBron 6 more turnovers tonight. Not what you really want to see. Luka with 2, Reeves with 2. But outside of that, the Lakers with 13 turnovers tonight. Mavs had 14. Mavs had 12. 14 is not horrific. That's the max you want to get to. So if it's your bad game, if 14 turnover game is your bad game, you're probably going to end up winning most of those games. They've had games where they had 8 turnovers. They've taken care of the basketball pretty well this season. You've had games where LeBron had as much as 11 turnovers by himself. So, 6 again tonight on the heels of the Portland game where he had a bunch of them. Not ideal. Bron's got to be better with that, but trying to fit in, playing a new role, going off ball, getting out and running the floor. You saw the play where he got the rebound or got the stop, got the rebound, broke down the floor, got the touchdown pass from Luka, put it up and in. That's something that AD's not there as a lob threat anymore, but Jackson Hayes is filling that role nicely right now. Not that he could replace AD, that's impossible. But you got Rui, you've got Vando, you've got Braun, you've got Hayes, you've got guys who can roam the rim, and you got a player like Luka out there. He will find them, and it's leading to some easy buckets, especially in transition. And when this Laker team, told you guys, when this Laker team gets into transition, when they turn you over and they go and they're on the run, they're gonna have teams on their heels. Even when they take the ball out, it's like that old 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns offense with D'Antoni. They push the pace so well. And the fact that a 40-year-old man is out there as one of the guys pushing that pace is just crazy impressive to me. Just crazy impressive to me. But a lot of things to look from this game, take from this game. Like I said, very emotional game. You had Max Christie was on the floor. You had Luka was on the floor. AD on the sidelines. Vando was bucking it up a little bit there, getting into it with Kyrie, chirping to the bench. Luka hitting shots, chirping to the bench. There was some feistiness there. LeBron and Kyrie kind of collided on a play, knocked them over. Bron picked them up, but Kyrie was like, "Come on, man," So it was just kind of one of those games where you expected some tension, some emotional play, and those games, like I said, those games are scary. A lot of games in that scenario sometimes end with the better team losing that game. And tonight, the Lakers got it done in the end. They were able to put them away. Dallas just could not muster enough offense in the final 2 minutes of the game. The Lakers pulled away, and that's all she wrote. So good game, great win, and another win for the Lakers, down the stretch of games. And they've been pretty good down the stretch of games this season. Let's go and take a quick look at the standings right now, because they're kind of climbing up the Western Conference there as far as no shot at number one. It's crazy to think that, but the Lakers sitting here now with the number 4 seed. They have won 4 in a row, and they're only 2 games back of the number 2 seed. Only 2 games back. So doing a lot of good, winning games they should outside of that Charlotte game. Going in, beating Denver, that had to be a real boost to their confidence. That was an exciting win on Saturday night. You had that happen. Now you got them going in an emotional game tied against Dallas, taking care of that. Lakers have had a lot of signature wins this season. A lot of signature wins. That Grammy trip, which is usually where they're brutal. They were great this year. Now they're going into that post-NFL NBA LeBron-a-thon. We're going to have a ton of national televised games, ton of games on the road. And going into that, playing well. And fun game to watch tonight. Fun game to watch, man. I was able to get home and watch this one from start to finish. Usually it is a 7 o'clock game. I can't always get home in time to catch the beginning. But tonight I did, was able to see the whole game and able to pull up with you guys post-game tonight. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Beautiful day in LA today, man. It was beautiful. 80-something degrees, man. Lakers got the win. Dodgers playing spring training ball, man. It's lovely right now. I'm loving it. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. As always, I appreciate it. If you have not done so already, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already as well. You can also become a member to the channel for less than the cost of lunch. You could become a member for an entire month. Drop that, hit that join button or that first link in the description. You can also tap that Cash App, $Empire Jeff. Also, one last plug here. Get your MLB, NBA, and NFL gear and more. Make sure to use our link at Fanatics to get special discounts, and your purchase also helps support the channel because we have partnered with the people over at Fanatics. When you purchase via us through them, they take care of the channel, and it's a great way to help support it. Appreciate everyone who have done so already and those that will do so in the future. Raphael, what's going on, my guy? What's up, Jeff? And everyone, what's up with you, man? Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Absolutely. Frank Contreras says, imagine if AD played. I hear you, bro, but I'm telling you, it may not have made a difference. I think AD not playing the way the Mavs are playing right now with their backs against the wall, I think the Lakers may be a little less sloppy if AD plays. I think the Mavs intensity and kind of way they're playing free may not have been the same. Obviously, with AD on the floor, Dallas is a better team. But I still think this Laker team now is better. And you can't look at a game final score in a game in which a player didn't play and say if they had so-and-so, they would have won. We don't know that. AD could have turned an ankle. AD could have been in foul trouble. AD could have been emotional and got technicals. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know. Do these other guys who stepped up and played above their head, do they play that way if AD's out there? These are things you just don't know. So it's not just as cut and dry as that. Jerica, what's going on, Jerica? Said, go Lakers, always looking so fresh and handsome. Jeff, you always make my nights better. Awesome insight, as always. Much love. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Always showing up and showing love. Got me blushing up here, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Don't care. What up, man? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Search and destroy the mod god. The God of mods, the mod father, the best in the business, pulling up here. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you are doing well. Luka is actually making me watch Laker games again. Yeah, man, he's doing that for a lot of people. It's not, you know what it is Luka joining the Lakers made the Lakers, I don't want to say relevant again. I feel the Lakers are always relevant, but I feel like Luka joining the Lakers made the Lakers must-see TV again. And I think that's incredibly important. You had LeBron James, who's a star. You have superstar. You have Anthony Davis, who was a star. Now you have 2 flat-out mega stars, 2 number ones on the team right now. And as much as I loved AD, he was never a number one. AD's a 1B at best. He's the 2. He's a number 2 option on the team, right? Elite defensively, can get you buckets, and I understand he's incredible, but he's not going to be the guy that's number 1 on a chip team or number 1 on a team that gets a team to the finals. That's really not his MO. The Lakers now have Luka, who's just a whole different level. As you saw in that Denver game, adding Luka to this team, for me, takes away that advantage that Denver had over the Lakers. And if you guys go back to that show that I did the night that the Lakers traded for Luka, I said that the advantage that Denver has over the Lakers is now gone. It's gone now. And I believe that at the time, and I believe that even further now. And Luka adds an element to this team that they've been missing, a guy that can go take and make his own shots throughout the game and in crunch time, frees up LeBron James to do things like you saw today at the end of games. Having Luka is a world of difference than what we had before. It's no shade to AD. I love AD. He got us our chip. He gave us everything he possibly could. He gave it. And he gave us even more by trading him for Luka. So I love AD. I will always love AD. I will always cherish AD's time here. And I look forward to AD making LA his permanent home, not just in the offseason, but after his playing careers and contributing to the city of Los Angeles. But right here, right now, in this era of Lakers basketball, the LeBron James and AD run had ended, even with them on the court. It was over. The Luka-LeBron era is not going to be long-lived, but the LeBron and Luka era is here right now, and it is a better team and a better era than the LeBron and AD era. And you're going to have both LeBron haters and both LeBron stands on different sides of this argument. But at the end of the day, man, Luka and LeBron are going to be a dynamic duo for the rest of this season and probably another 1 or 2 years. Just the ability of Luka to play quarterback out there and Bron be a receiver on some of these passes and LeBron sealing the paint. It's LeBron. You know, I've often said that if LeBron could channel some Karl Malone on the court, I'm going to leave the off the court stuff separate. If LeBron could channel a little Karl Malone, he could probably add more 5 years to his game. And I think you're going to start seeing that. Some Karl Malone, yet the way he's shooting the three so fluently, so confident. LeBron's game with a player like Luka, LeBron could play 5 more years like this. He just really can't. I'm not saying he's going to average 25, 27 a game for 5 years, but he could still be impactful on the basketball court for years to come, indeed. Let's see. What's up, JSJ? Appreciate you, man. It's been a while. Hey, JSJ, I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. Was at the game. That's right, Daniel Berry. Appreciate you. Hope you have fun. Hard fought win. Absolutely. Very hard fought win. And these are the type of wins. That, like I said, aren't always guaranteed in a game that's going to be that emotional type game. Playing your former team, 2 players playing their former teams, even though AD didn't play, but Max Christie did. There were going to be some nerves. There were going to be butterflies. There was going to be emotion. There was going to be a little bit extra tenacity there. Both, sides want players proving the other team made a mistake. They take it very personal in this business. And I haven't been online since this game ended. I didn't watch any post games. But I noticed Luka was on the court greeting all of his old teammates at the end. And there were teammates greeting AD. I'm sure Bron and AD have probably linked up since AD got to town. But LeBron went straight to the locker room. There was no pleasantries with the other side. He was just out of there. Now, I'm not saying I'm making a big deal of it. There may be a reason behind it. But Luka stayed out there and greeted his entire old team. And, Bron didn't embrace AD at the end. He didn't embrace Max. Yeah, I know sure did that pregame. So I'm just curious to see what's going to be made of that. I'm not saying he did anything wrong, and I'm not trying to hype it up. I'm just saying I saw it, and I haven't seen coverage since. I don't know if that's being covered or not, but I thought that was interesting. I don't think he was doing anything that was shade towards anyone. I just know how the media is going to take it. So when Bron does that, sometimes I wish he just wouldn't, because people are going to run with it. But it just is, what it is at that point. Lakers and Rockets are battling for the 4th seed. They are. And with the Lakers only being 2 games out of the 2nd seed, that's incredible. We expect these type of games since our schedule is going to be brutal. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. I think we have a chance to finish 3rd or 4th. I think we do. Especially the way if they come out of this March stretch and playing well, we have a chance. Califas for Life 13. What's going on, sir? Yo, Jeff, when you won, let's go LA Facts. Let's get an air horn. Yeah, man. What's going on, Dante? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. I know you enjoying that win. That was a great one to get right there. We needed that one. Mr. Laidback says, salute, Jeff. What an entertaining game tonight. Sloppy in the beginning. Did you buy into this team yet? I do buy into this team. I had been saying all season and all last off season that this team wasn't going to go anywhere as currently constructed, and the front office was not going to do anything to save this iteration of this team. They weren't doing anything to save the LeBron and AD era. They just weren't going to do it. But I did often say they're only going to make a trade if it saves the team for this year and beyond. That's exactly what they did with Luka. That's exactly what they have now. And now I think that this team will go all in on this version of the team. I think that they will use future assets to go over and build around this form of the team. And so, yes, because of that, I will buy into this team. Now, this year, will they win it all? That might be a stretch. Definitely not the favorite. They're definitely not going to be in the first 2 or 3 picks. But as I look around the league, as I look at the NBA as a whole and some of these teams, I don't see a team I'm scared of. Are there teams that can beat us? Absolutely. Could we beat those teams as well? Absolutely. Look, you go into a 7-game series. You got LeBron James. You got Luka. You got this defense that the Lakers have been playing since January, even without AD. This team is giving you a fighting chance. They're taking and making threes. They're defending. They're forcing turnovers. They're getting out in transition. They're competing. They're connected. You guys will always hear me say that word about a team that looks good. They are connected. And JJ is coaching his ass off, absolutely coaching his ass off. And if it wasn't the Lakers and it wasn't the media, just how they treat the Lakers of late when it comes to awards, JJ Redick absolutely 100% belongs in Coach of the Year talks and considerations. Absolutely. With the way that he's done things. Excuse me. Absolutely 100% belongs and Coach of the Year mentions. And I don't see how he's not. I don't see how he's not. I like I said, the Lakers just are never really in the running when it comes to players or coaches, and, for postseason awards. They'll get to all NBA team stuff like that, but individual awards like MVP, most improved player, defensive player of the year, we haven't had a Coach of the Year candidate forever, but JJ is that, and he's just not going to get the talk. He's not going to get the coverage of it. I believe that's unfair. Good win, and I don't care about what ifs. Yeah, who cares about what ifs? Look, I said emotional game. The refs were kind of on one tonight. I'm never a guy that really likes to point the finger at the refs, but early on in the game on the play where Luka got that technical, that was an absolute foul. Like I said, it's an emotional game here. That ref has to know what's going on here, the stakes of this game, the coming into this game, the storylines. Maybe let Luka say one thing or two, especially when you, Mr. Referee, missed an obvious blatant foul call. Blatant foul call. And then you punish a guy with a tech because you were wrong. At that point, you got to let that one go. Now, even if it wasn't a foul, like I said, read the room, bro. Read the room. Know what's going on here in this type of game. And that's a little disappointing from the ref standpoint. What's going on, Dan Inspiration? Reeves legit looks like an all-star. He is playing. Look, I have been a guy that is on numerous occasions has said that I like the idea of Austin off the bench because of his ability to play the same way, whether he's a starter or off the bench. I only mention that because I was like, who's playing next to him defensively, right? Whether it was D'Lo, whether it was Max Christie, whether it was Gabe Vincent, whether it's LeBron, whether it's Luka, whoever it is. My feeling was I didn't love the fact of starting Reeves and Rui in the starting lineup if our defense wasn't clicking. But our defense has been. And Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura and LeBron James have been the 3 starters on a team that has had the best defense in the league since January 15th. We're approaching 6 weeks of that. Legitimate sample size. The definition of statistical validity there, okay? And those guys are competing, and it's JJ system, the all 5 switching, the communicating, bringing in a DFS, Vando getting healthy, even Jackson Hayes with his lateral movement. LeBron James, like he stepped up, legitimately stepped up his defensive game. And Austin Reeves competes out there. He gets burned. People were clowning because that 3 that Kyrie hit, but who doesn't get cooked by Kyrie? He guessed the drive. Kyrie hit the step back and he made it. Like he tried to take away the drive. You can't take away everything from a gifted scorer like Kyrie. If you close out on that shot that he's taking for 3, he blows by you, right? He forced him into a more difficult shot. Kyrie just made it. But outside of that, like, I love everything that this team is doing right now. Will this team go deep in the playoffs? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I like the way they're playing. I like the way they're together. I like the scheme that JJ and his staff have out there. I enjoy watching this team again. I did not enjoy watching this team a lot this season. There were stretches where I'm like, okay, they got some fight, but I don't see them going anywhere. Okay, they've got some grit, but I don't see them going anywhere, because to me, it was the same thing. If that iteration of that team ended up going against Denver in the playoffs, we were going to get murked. The second we got Luka, like I said, the Lakers had a Denver problem. Denver now is going to have a Laker problem. I promise you. I promise you. And look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I shouldn't say promise because I'm guaranteeing something. I take that back. But I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure of it. The way the Lakers play now, being able to defend wings, being able to get out in transition, being able to take and make threes, the way they force those turnovers, like, this is a team that is going to cause havoc on teams. And a team like OKC, who is very good, very, very good. Look what happened last night. For those who didn't watch that game last night, I watched Minnesota basically come back on them from 27 points down without Anthony Edwards out there. They benched him. They sat him down and let the bench do the work. They came back and they beat them. And SGA and those guys tensed up at the end of the game and couldn't put Minnesota away. And Minnesota went into their house and took them. And I think that is something that you're going to see from teams like OKC, Houston, and teams like that, even Memphis. You know, they're going to kind of fall apart late in games when some of these teams who are maybe lower seeds but more experienced and veterans and champions kind of go at them. And I think that they're going to pull a New York Yankees in the fifth inning, man. Like, I think that these teams are going to fall apart when the lights are at their brightest, when the pressure is at its highest. And I think that the Lakers, when you got pressure cookers like LeBron, you got Luka, you got guys who are capable. And I keep coming back to the way these teams run drop coverage, the way the Lakers go immediately into 5-out on offensive rebounds, set up the proper version of the 5-out, and the way that the Lakers have three guys who will absolutely annihilate drop coverage in a league that utilizes drop coverage at an elite rate. Playing back what I just said in my head, and I agree with myself. But look, what I'm saying is the Lakers are equipped now to get busy. They are. There's nothing clogging the paint. There's nothing slowing things down. You're not going to have your big guy clog the paint, then step out and shoot an elbow jumper. Like, again, no shade. I'm just saying it wasn't working anymore. It wasn't working anymore. Luka has unlocked something with LeBron here. He looks locked in again. He looks ready again. He looks charged up again. And he looks ready to get out there and catch those touchdown passes from Luka over and over again. Kurt, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you, man. He said, yo, Jeff. Hey, Lucky and Search. We're winning in the Alex Len era. Len sanity. That's funny. I think my wife just took Lucky outside right now. He will make an appearance soon. Trust me. What's going on, Mr. James Caldwell? What up, Jeff and Lakers family? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you were doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Mind my business as people are talking to each other. As soon as I say that, I click a highlight when I'm talking to someone. Again, I do it. Again, I do it. Can I do it? Vando is my dog, man. He was about to take on the whole bench. This is what I've always said about Vando. And I understand that Vando has had his limitations with his injuries. I understand he's been out. I understand he's missed almost 2 years of basketball. But when Vando was healthy last year, this team was turning a corner. And I just go back to that Boston game, man. And he was reaching his peak of returning and got hurt again. This guy can add something to this team. In a stretch of about 2 minutes, he hits that corner three, goes the other way, gets the rebound, forces the deflection, gets back, almost tips the ball out from Kyrie that they did the challenge on, then steps to that whole team saying, what? Like, he's that guy we need. We need that guy to be a dog. We need that guy to do that. Like, that is exactly his role. He's going to be that guy for us. I think other guys can too, but he's going to be that guy for us, right? And his role is very, very, very important. And for those who don't like or appreciate Vando, you're missing the bus here. Oh, he can't shoot. He gets played off the floor. Well, when you have a coach that knows how to use him, when you have guards that know how to find him in his spots, he can be serviceable offensively. His game is defensive. His game is defensively, but there are still things you could leverage with him on the offensive side of the basketball, and I think JJ Redick is going to do stuff to make that happen. Vando and DFS is highly underrated in my humble opinion. Yep, facts, absolutely facts. It's going to be hard trading Rui. He's been balling because he's facing the other 3 to 4 teams' best defenders. I mean, I don't necessarily know that they're going to trade him. They're going to wait and see how this team looks come playoff time. Who fits, who plays well, who stepped up, who falls off, who disappeared. There's a lot of guys who are going to be evaluated these playoffs. And, you got Austin Reeves, who's got 1 more year left on his deal. I know he's got 2 years left, but that 4th-year player option, he's absolutely opting out of. Austin's got 1 more year in his deal. Rui's heading into the back end of his deal, right? Gabe Vincent, 1 more year in his deal after this. Luka can opt out after next year if he doesn't sign the extension. There's a lot of things the Lakers are playing for in these next 2 years here. So this year and next year. So the Lakers, I believe, are going to be going all in this offseason because, like I said, Luka's situation, I believe he's eligible in August to sign his extension. I thought I saw August 2nd somewhere, but then I saw somewhere July 6th somewhere. So I got to double check that. But in the summer of this summer, he's eligible to sign an extension with the Lakers. Luka has yet to turn down an extension offer or attempt. So especially what just happened to him and losing over $100 million in a trade from Dallas, not necessarily sure that he's going to leave more money on the table by waiting to, go sign somewhere else, right? So I think the Lakers are in the driver's seat here. I know there's narratives out there. Oh, he never asked to be a Laker. Well, because he didn't ask, this was not known. Like this wasn't known. It happened. He does not seem unhappy here. He seemed shocked initially. I think we all are. I think I am still somewhat kind of shocked that this trade happened. Imagine him. He's like, the star of the town, and then all of a sudden he's gone. That had to be a very humbling experience for him. And he's still living through that like we are. And the entire league is still living through that like we are. And he's no different there. So the more that Luka gets comfortable, the more him and LeBron vibe, the more that him and his teammates spend time together on the court, as he plays himself back into game shape. That Denver game was incredible. Tonight's was going to be a tough game, man. Tonight was going to be a tough game. The game I'm looking for when it comes to Luka is when they go back to Dallas. I think that one is going to be the one where he's going to really, really, really want to rub it in there, right? But tonight, I didn't expect him to go for 50, 40. I thought he'd get like in the high 20s, but he just couldn't make shots. And that happens. And he was charged up, he was amped up. And like I said, in these games like this, those are just like things that happen. Yeah, great win indeed. Said Garish. Sorry if I said that incorrectly. Luka for April game will improve his scoring. Luka should be given. Yeah, that's what I said. When he goes into Dallas, I think it'll be a different story. I think we're a couple of weeks away from Luka averaging 30 points a game with the Lakers. I really believe that. Championship, maybe. We shall see. Yep, we shall see. Lakers have won 8 straight above 500 teams, and that's it right there. Like playing these teams, these good teams, and getting wins. Very, very, very important, man. Very important. Jason Kidd, 2-3. 2-3 Manning Luka, ensuring he will not have a blowout against him. Crowd going, thank you, Nico chant. It was something to watch. Yeah, it was something to watch. And I think that, the fact that Nico was there, that you guys see that video of when they caught Nico and Pelinka embracing at what was it? Andre Iguodala's ceremony is just, man, the amount of people, still upset with Nico Harrison here, a man who was just doing what he was told by his ownership group, is crazy. And just the energy in that place must have been crazy. Must have been real crazy. What a difference it makes when LeBron still has energy in the fourth. Yeah, when he still has his legs. When he still has his legs there in the fourth, like when it came to Denver, man, AD was gassed, LeBron was gassed, the other guys were disappearing. I feel that the Lakers' depth is much more prepared to deal with this year. Mr. X, what's going on, Mr. X? I will put my money on Luka and LeBron last 2 minutes, tie games 9 times out of 10. We will win in these two. I believe so, man. I believe so. Bro is 40, still a beast. Maybe he's the greatest player of all time. The man is 40. 40! Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. I think LeBron can play a good stretch of years left, man. I'm telling you, if he channels his inner Karl Malone, I'm telling you, man. Dan Hurley is losing at UConn. I don't see him three-peating. Karma, that's what Dan gets for dissing the Lakers. Yeah, man. Hey, he got his bag. Do his thing. 80 tribute video made me cry. You know what? Yeah, man. And I want to always and continuously go out of my way to give AD his flowers, man. But I love the Lakers for doing that. He deserved every moment of it. And like I said, the Lakers were not shopping AD. This deal came across their path, and they're like, yo, we cannot pass this up. Like we can't. Like, damn, we just can't. Like as much as we love AD and the Lakers loved AD, still love AD. We all still love AD. But when someone calls offering you Luka Doncic and they're saying that this is the package, you got to do it. You got to do it. Absolutely got to do it. Lakers Dodgers for life. What's up, my brother? If healthy, I'm still going with Dallas to come out of the West. Really interesting. If healthy is strong. You know, the thing, if healthy, they're not getting their guys back anytime soon. Don't even know, if AD rushes back, how he's going to look. And you got to worry about, Kyrie's got this bulging disc. I agree with the if healthy thing, but I would have made that a capital I and a capital F for if. That's a big if, my guy. Big, big, big if there. See, you can't guard both Luka or Braun. You see the Luka and Braun passing. Braun with the three guard team is going to have to choose. Yep. Luka has done undefeated against the Mavs. Gabe 0%. Wait, Gabe 0% and also DFS from threes. But the positive side is there are more likely open shots and they're not missing a lot of these in most games. Yeah, facts. Purple and gold, what's up, my guy? Hey, Jeff, great win, but we're lucky a couple of their bigs are out. Yeah, look, they were lucky. We were lucky a couple of their bigs were out. They were lucky that Luka's not fully in game shape yet. They had some luck on their side too, right? Again, this is one of those games, kind of talk about who was in, who was out, because this was going to be an emotional game no matter who played. Hard to say for sure what happens, even if all their guys play. What's going on, Nicholas Clark? To be honest, Mavs had a lot of great looks tonight. Was it Rui and Braun leaving their man open in the corner? Yeah, but so you know what? The Lakers have always, like, the Mavs have killed the Lakers a couple times. The Lakers have a strategy against the Mavs. They leave Exum, they leave these guys open, and about 2 games, 2 games out of the last 10, they made us pay. Tonight they didn't. And often enough, it ends up like tonight, where they were open, they missed a lot of shots, and the Lakers will live with it. That game where Exum killed them last year, that was like one, like once in a lifetime type of game, right? He's not going to do that each time. The Lakers are comfortable with making sure that that angles and lanes and Kyrie is taken away. Klay Thompson angles where he wants to get to are taken away. They're comfortable with that and leaving guys like Dante Exum open in the corner for 3. They will live and die with that type of defensive stance. I would too. I haven't bought a Laker jersey since Kobe. Maybe it's time for Luka. I'm hearing a lot of people say that. Big Alex Len fan here. Feels so bad he's not giving minutes, Mr. X. Here's the thing. Alex Len is going to get minutes eventually. He's going to get minutes, and he's there as an insurance policy in the event that something happens to, either, LeBron has to sit some games and takes away some minutes as a big, Rui, Vando. If Jackson Hayes goes down, you need a guy who can come in and start. Alex Len is there for depth. He's there as an insurance policy. He either got signed out of the buyout market on a prorated minimum deal. Not much was expected from him. He's filling a role on the bench if and when he gets minutes. When you go up against some teams who got some bigs, he will get some minutes. But Alex Len is exactly who I knew he was. He's exactly what they got, is exactly who he is. Alex Len is not saving, making, or breaking anything. He's a body that's there simply as a precautionary backup in the event of something going wrong. Vando was everywhere. I don't care. He doesn't score. Facts. Vando, my guy, I don't care. He low-key cleans the glass too. He does. He averages 8 rebounds a game. And you guys know, Search, Dante, you guys know I've been speaking highly about Vando for years. You know that's my guy. I've been one of the biggest Vando supporters out here on these YouTube streets. I've been big up in Vando forever. The dude's, attacking me so much and mocking me for it, right? I'm still a big Vando guy. Always will be. Dalton is not a playoff caliber player. Do you think he's capable of improving his defense? Has an older rookie? Austin Reeves did, right? I think he can, but again, he's going to be a system guy, right? He's going to be a situational guy. Did Kyle Korver? Did you worry about his defense, right? Dalton Connect is kind of cut from that cloth right there. If he can take and make threes at a decent rate, then you don't worry too much about his defense. He's in there to be a specialist. Love Vando's energy. He does all the little things, and he hit a 3. Yep, facts. He will get better. Facts. Vando is making Kyrie feel uncomfortable out there. Yeah, and he did that with Luka too, right? The Lakers have become the irritants. The Lakers have become the blue collar guys. Like, when did this happen? Right? This is never our DNA. It is now. And I love it. Jeff, we can we sign Miles Turner this offseason? Pacers don't have cap space for him, right? They do have cap space. So they don't have cap space necessarily to go out and sign a guy of his caliber. It's the money that he would get, on the open market. But they can sign their own player and go over the cap to do so. So now, will they? I don't know if they're going to be interested in paying him what he wants. The Lakers do not have the cap space to sign him. They are not in position to sign and trade for him. But the Lakers could have as much as $58 million in outgoing salary this offseason. Not sure they turn that into Miles Turner. So we will have to wait and see on that. What's going on, Xbox Game Studios? He shout out Aaron. Let's see. Jeff, what are the chances that Luka doesn't sign the extension? I don't know the chances. I know he hasn't turned down an extension yet. I don't know about his chances of signing the extension, but I would say I'm 95% sure he re-signs with the Lakers if he goes to free agency. So I think he stays a Laker no matter what. I don't know if it's via extension or when he actually opts out. This I am not sure yet. My business. Well said, Jeff. Just got to rack up the wins up now. Facts. Next back-to-back game is going to be tough. Wolves and Clippers. If Braun were to sit, which game? Sit against the Wolves. I think he needs to play against the Clippers. We beat them in their new arena. We got to continue to take care of business. That's a team I think we may play in the playoffs. They dominated us in recent years. The last couple of years, we balanced it back. I think that any chance we get to, put in their heads, just like Denver, that we can beat them, I think we got to take it. Nico's my hero. Thanks very much, Church. I watch Jeff as much as possible. Love his insights. Appreciate you, Xbox. Let's see. A lot of trolls. Trolls have been crazy. I've been getting trolled a lot on my social media accounts, man. Like a lot of heat over there. It's been crazy. Never watched Luka this much. He's very physical in the key. Yeah, he's a big guy. He's bigger than a lot of people think. He's big and strong. Do we need another solid center or another great wing? We might flow better with another wing. I think we got enough wings, man. As far as especially ones that can defend. I mean, as far as wings go, we technically got Braun. We've got Vando. We've got DFS. Rui, kind of a wing. Like I think we're okay with wings. I would like one more, like we had with Christie. But they'll get a young, probably like a young, like minimum wing guy. Luka changed the dynamics. Facts. Yeah. Chris, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you, Chris, the graphic guy in here, man. Appreciate you. Absolutely great game. Do you think the Suns make the playoffs? Currently the 11th seed and most difficult schedule remaining. Yikes. Yeah, the Suns might be cooked, man. Suns might be cooked. The only way I think the Suns, if Dallas falls apart here, like if Kyrie goes out for a couple of weeks when you've got no AD, no Gafford, no Lively. Dallas, there's no guarantee they stay healthy here. So I think Golden State isn't going to slip. Suns have got some problems, man. They're not a good team. They can't defend. They got a lot of problems. What's going on, Kane Carter? The worst bench player or even the worst G leaguer probably looks like Braun anywhere else. Do you believe what people say? Yeah, people are wild, man. People are wild. Even if you're a high school star, how come a lot of them don't make it to the league? Yeah, I was telling this the other night, man. The worst player in the league will cook all these guys who talk trash, right? The worst head coach in the league will embarrass you, right? Like even the worst at this level is still greater than anybody you guys know, right? Like it's crazy. Just have the worst player, whoever that is in the NBA. Pull up to your local Y or your local, 24-hour LA Fitness, and he will just destroy everyone without barely breaking a sweat. It's not even close. Not even close. They're like, they'll just destroy people. It's crazy. I can't get Empire on background play on my phone. You can't? You should be able to. I'm not on the vertical stream. I'm on the regular one. You should be able to. The Lakers could use a guy like Anthony Davis. A lot of teams could. Yeah, Chris, that's my guy, man. Yeah, Chris is crazy, man. Chris is the best in the game, man. Imagine if Vando can only become 33 to 34% shooter from the corners and even a decent floater guy, bro, would be crazy. He would. He would. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But I'm Chris, the art director's agent, man. So if y'all need some designs, let me know, man. Because this dude, telling you, the best in the business, man, by far, bar none. I've always said that. Now with Luka, the biggest thing is that others get involved more. Like I said, as good as AD was, he demanded touches and would clog the paint. Other guys couldn't get consistent touches. That's fair. What's going on, Nathaniel? Hi, I'm happy our Lakers won and I'm ready for Dodgers season. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I appreciate all y'all tuning in tonight, man. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Lakers have the best record in the NBA since January 15th, 15-4. They also have the best defense in that stretch, too. Lakers have the fourth most difficult schedule remaining with 6 back-to-back games. You think Lakers maintain home court advantage in the first round? I think we got a strong chance to do it because defense travels, man. Defense travels. And the way that they've gone in and won games in hostile arenas, like, leads me to believe they still can. I want to see this lineup. Luka, DFS, Vando, Rui, Braun, everybody 6'8" would be crazy. That would be crazy. Should Lakers waive Len and sign Goodwin? If not, what should they waive? Man, maybe Cam. The only reason I say that is because, like, I do believe the Lakers are going to need that big depth, that extra body there. I think is going to be something they're going to want to keep. Breezy 808, what's going on, man? What up, Jeff? Claxton or Kessler? Probably Kessler. Son's got all that talent and something just always looks off. Beal also a weird dude for me, but being that adamant about the clause without wanting to be moved, hey, shout out to him for negotiating that in. He can control his destiny. But yeah, they got a bunch of guys that just, it's just not working. KD's still trying that 3-star system in 2025. It doesn't work. He realized that he couldn't win it with only 2 stars in OKC. The only time he won it was with the 3-star in Golden State. He's been trying to chase that model ever since, and it just doesn't work in 2025. Oddly enough, KD now is where LeBron was in 2022. That's where he is. And sadly enough, he's probably never going to win again in his career. Could we sign Goodwin for the playoffs? We could if we open up a roster spot. Let's see. Do you think Vando's shooting form has improved? Yeah, I mean, that even on that miss he had in the corner, the form was there, it just missed. But I think Vando's going to be serviceable enough to take and make those shots. Have a great rest of the show, Jeff. And chat, getting on my flight now. Appreciate you, man. Have a safe flight, man. Thank you. Fly safe. Key dates: Lakers have until March 1st to sign any buyout candidates, and the last day of the season to convert any two-way roster spot. Yep. Why do you think Beal acted that way he did, even though they did everything to make him uncomfortable? Because he has the right to. He told them this came out at the time that when he got traded to Phoenix, he told them, like, you're not gonna be able to just move me anywhere else. Like, I control this process, just like he did with Washington. They traded for him and his no trade clause. This is what they did. They didn't have to trade for Bradley Beal. They did, and he negotiated the right to have a no trade clause. He has it, and he's leveraging it. So, shout out to him. Do you think the Lakers made a mistake signing Len? He looks unplayable. I don't believe he's unplayable. I just don't think they need him right now. Again, he's there if and when a big goes down. That's only the real reason they got him for. The new Lakers versus new Warriors would be entertaining. I think it'll be entertaining, but I think the Lakers just handle them rather easily, I think. Let's talk podcast. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you. My guy, Jeff. I hope all is well, man. Let's go Lakers with how we are playing. I see us getting out the West. What about you? Yeah, I mean, I think the Lakers have as good a chance as anyone now. Again, are they the favorites? Probably not. But again, who wants to face a Luka-LeBron tandem in the playoffs if they both got energy and support and the team's defending and you got a competent head coach? I don't look. I said this earlier, man. JJ deserves his flowers, man. He absolutely does. Him and his staff deserve all the flowers. The things they're doing, the preparation they have, the way they have this team ready for games, the way they're winning games, the way, just the strategy, man. The strategy is incredible. I love everything I'm seeing from this team, and from the coaching to the defense to the offense to the camaraderie, everything about this team I love right now. Who's favorite Laker bench warmer of all time? The end of the bench guy. I liked Ronnie Turioff. I liked Mark Madsen. I liked Jared Dudley at the end of the bench. Man, that's a good one. Man, those are all good ones. I'm trying to remember of like the early. God, there's a lot of them, but those three were kind of like the ones that stick in my head the most. Oh yeah, so those are the guys that kind of stick in my head the most. Which backup big you like best? Koloko, Lynn, James. Koloko I was never really high on. I felt that people overreacted to that. He's athletic, yeah, but he's not ready. Len, Jemison. Jemison is get out there showing some grit. So right now, but I just don't know what to expect from him. Oddly enough, as it sound, Len is a vet. He's been in this league a long time. Might have to be him for now. I know a lot of people aren't high on him right now, but give him time. Paul George has averaged more pods than points. Jeff, he got you beat. Right. He's doing his thing, man. The GOAT Robert Sacre. That's comedy. Good victory without role players playing well. What's going on, Craig? Appreciate you, man. Jack Haley, that's one I was missing. Good one. There you go. Jack Haley, rest in peace, Jack Haley. That was a good one. Kobe Carl walked so Caruso and Reeves could walk. Run that man. I'm trying to think like Ronnie Turioff was dope, but he played, but he was a guy that was on that bench going crazy though. Up, going wild. Trying to think, man. Turioff was my guy. Madsen was a good one. I'm trying to think, man. Those were probably them. Those were probably them for me. Who else for you guys? Let me know some of these names here. But yeah, man. Great win tonight. Great production by the Lakers. Great coaching. Great play. Shout out to the Mavs for bringing the energy in an emotional game. That had to be tough. But they look great out there tonight too. Turioff played a lot. Not early on, but he was a guy that was on the bench going crazy though. He was. I was watching the 2010 Lakers. What was the vibe like? That was diff than any other of those 08, 2010 teams. Something about that felt unreal. Yeah, because they had been together a while. And that was the one. 2010 was a special team. Yeah, they did. Adam Morrison, he was always like baked over there. To me, Kareem. Greatest of all time, Kareem. Favorite of my life, Shaq. He was a great bench player, but he played critical moments, crucial moments. End of a bench guy. Not have to be Madsen, because you're right. Turioff got more minutes than him. I might have to go that route. What is this? Water is wet. What's going on? Waters is wet. Thanks for the win. The Lakers, my Warriors are the 8th seed. Can't wait to face the Lakers. Can't wait to sweep Luka-LeBron on the Lakers. Good luck, because my Warriors are going to win the chip. Green said. Hey man, I respect the I respect the love you have for your team. But I'm not really worried about the Warriors, man. No Max tribute. Did he not get one? I thought they did something for him today. Did he not get one? If Maxi Kleber can rehab in time, earliest he could be available at the end of the season. Yeah. Satro, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you, man. Salute to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Was Farmar supposed to be that legit starting point guard next to Kobe? I remember he was in the rookie versus sophomore game. I mean, he was picked in the 20s in the first round. Local guy. He had talent, but he was a late first round pick. He was actually better his second time around on the Lakers than he was his first time. But no, I don't necessarily. I always saw Farmer as a guy I hope would be a solid backup guy. That's what I had hoped for. But he never, they had let him go. He left, went somewhere else, came back, and then really hasn't, done much since. I remember, man, I coached against him when he was playing at Taft High School. He was on some of my ARC hoops and AAU All-Star games teams. He was a Valley legend out here, man. He was a beast at Taft. He was solid at UCLA, but his game was never going to be, on the level of like that in the NBA. Farmer's second stint looked better than the first, especially his jump. Yeah, that's what I said. Once he matured a little bit, his second stint was better. Nobody can stop us now, Jeff. Our schedule, all wins, no Dante, Rudy, and Julius could return against the Lakers. You think it's happening? Maybe. Seems like everyone always gets off the injury list when they play us, right? Too bad it was on the trash Lakers squad. That wasn't a very good team. I don't think the Lakers want to face us in the first round. I would not mind facing the Warriors in the first round. When Guitar Hero Lance Stevenson went crazy and dropped the defender, the whole bench went crazy. The whole bench that day went bonkers. Oh, I remember that. That one was nuts. That one was absolutely nuts. I remember that. I still see that clip every once in a while, man. Appreciate you, Serge. When Lance hit the guitar, oh man, that was nuts. That was nuts. You know what? I mean, that year it's looked upon because we didn't make the playoffs, but that team was doing something before LeBron got hurt. That team was fun. And LeBron got hurt. You had the 80 trade rumors. It kind of spoiled it, but that team was kind of fun. And in that moment when Lance hit that guitar one, man, that was dope. That was definitely dope. Why did Luka and Sasha get less minutes in 2020? 2010. Just kind of ran its course, right? Those guys weren't. Sasha, once he got his extension, got his money, wasn't really the same player. Kind of when Sasha was, early on in his career, played better, then he's kind of declined to the point where they traded him. But they just kind of fell out of the rotation. I don't know yet because I don't know what their money situation is going to look like. I don't know what players are going to be opting out, opting in. I don't know what players are going to be available this offseason. So I'm going to wait for that till the offseason. But the Lakers are definitely going to be in play on things. They're definitely be going after guys. They're definitely going to be aggressive in the trade market. They'll be aggressive in the free agent market if they can move some money. If there's a guy out there that they do want. It's just about waiting and seeing, who's out there, what they want to do, and how they decide to spend their money. Really what it's going to, come down to. We got here. Rob should have given Nico a courtside seat, Jeff, next to the Lakers bench. That would have been ultimate trolling right there, man. Bynum lived a lifetime of a career of 5 years, 2 rings, and an all-star appearance before 25. He did, and then his knees just fell apart. We were fourth during the Lance Stevenson era before Braun got injured. Yeah, man, they were closing in on the number, I think they were 2 games out of first that Christmas Day game where Braun and Rondo got hurt. People forget that Rondo broke his hand in that game too. The Lakers were doing something that year, man, and then injuries caught him. Injuries just caught up to him. Yeah, he really didn't. He really didn't start playing until high school. Didn't really love it. Got his money and just was never really into it. Looking like chops from the Mountain Brothers. That's funny. That's funny. That is a good. A lot of people don't know. Yeah. There you go. What's your thoughts on Luka's shot selection from 3? It's detrimental to the team. It can be, but he's capable of hitting those. And those are just kind of like plays where his legs aren't all the way there yet. Once his legs are fully under him and he's able to get to his spots and he's able to keep defenders on his hips and bully people, he'll stop relying on that shot as the first option. He'll let it come to him a little bit more. But right now, as he's still kind of getting in the rhythm, finding his pace, all these things, it's going to take a little time for him. So it's going to take some time. Give him some time. That's really not abnormal. Listening to Locked On Mavs, I like Nick Angus take. I love We Talk Mavs, man. Those are my guys over there. King and Rel. I got a group chat with them, chopping it up with them, about all this. I got to get them on the show soon. Definitely got to get them on the show soon. I got a new segment haven't put out yet, but I just haven't had time. But something that you guys are gonna like, where I do panels, and they're gonna be one of the first guys I have on here. Those are my dudes over there. They do great content. But also, have not ever pulled up on We Talk Mavs, go and check out their channel. Good guys, great content. They cover the game very, very well. Were there players who didn't like one another these past few years on these Lakers teams that actually didn't like one another? I'm sure. Happens on every team. Definitely happens on every team. It's funny. You can have guys who don't play well together that actually really like each other, and guys who play really good together who really don't like each other. It's kind of crazy how that works. I've seen it multiple times, but yeah, I'm sure there was. Kind of like how Kuz and Dinwiddie didn't like one another. Yeah. I mean, there's always guys on teams that don't like other guys on their team. That's just a fact. You got to understand, not only these guys competing for minutes, competing for salaries, these guys are on the road together. They're out and about. They're competing for other things too, if you know what I mean. So competition and some of the smallest things, can get someone upset and emotional. And the NBA is not exempt from that by any stretch of the word. By any stretch of the word. But not abnormal. Definitely not abnormal. Every team has it, for sure. I'm sure Rui didn't like DFS at first. I mean, again, competition, but some guys are just like, look, it depends. Like some guys, like when I coached, I had guys that were strictly, purely about the team. Whatever you need from me, coach, wherever you want me, I'm available. Whatever position you want, starting, coming off the bench. Then you had guys that were just like, they were trying to get recognition. They needed more, they were more about, they were more about their own future than the teams, which, maybe some of these guys who had brighter futures down the road had to think like that, right? It's all about how you manage those things and how you manage those expectations and how you manage those relationships. So this is not abnormal. What comes down to it is proper leadership, good organizations, good coaching staffs, which is why I said this Lakers coaching staff last year, there was just so much toxicity around this team. And this year there's none. And the difference is you can see it. And this is why I said all off season that I felt that JJ Redick was the only home run hire out of all the candidates that the Lakers were linked to. I said that numerous times. I was one of the first channels out here stating claim that JJ was my choice, like almost from the get-go, just because I'm not going to sit here and act like I had a crystal ball of knowing exactly how this season would turn out, but I was very confident that he would have enough of that tenacity in him, enough of that bite, enough of that trash talking, enough of that grit, that everything we needed in our head coach that he was going to have from that standpoint. Everything else was just icing on the cake. That's all this was. It was just, all the, 14, 15 games above 500, a defense like this is all just extra credit at this point. He's ahead of the curve as far as I'm concerned. You got stars who tell kids to play as a team and together, yet don't do it when it's time for them to do the same in the pros. Facts. Rui and DFS facing on Luka and Bron's playmaking. More facts. In the words of Jim Harbaugh, the worm has turned. Nice. RIP to the D'Lo trade. What's up with Spence and Malik cooking after leaving Lakers? Malik cooked here, and Spence has cooked plenty of times throughout his career. Malik Monk just got a bigger role. You know what I mean? And Malik Monk had a resurgent year. Malik Monk cooking while on the Lakers is what got him that money in Sacramento. He had a good year with the Lakers. And he's had a great run in Sacramento. He's had a great run out there. In your opinion, what makes stars only care about their numbers, not winning? Well, it's a business, man. You're right, Serge. It's a business, and it's guys get paid off their production. And while they do care about winning, they care about, feeding their families or getting that bag first. It's just human nature. It's like none of us go to our job worried about being the best teammate in the world if we're not happy with our money, right? Like a lot of people don't do that. So it's we often hold these athletes to these standards that we wouldn't like ourselves, right? And that's kind of what it is. We can, at the end of the day, they're humans. It's a business. They want to be respected. They want to earn their money. They want to be liked. And the rest is just kind of where it goes from there. Do you think D'Lo a vet minimum moving forward or mid-level? His value seems low. I think D'Lo can still get mid-level money because he can still shoot the three. So I think he can still get mid-level money. He's got it better than us, true. But he can still get mid-level money because the way that he can shoot the three, like if you're a veteran team and you got the mid-level and you bring him off your bench to be able to shoot, take and make threes, I think he still has a place in this league for years to come. We'll see though. We'll see. I can't necessarily predict the future, but I think he's got room. He is trigger happy, but that dude, when he's hot, he can definitely get busy for sure. But yeah, man, I'm going to shut it down for the night. Great win for the Lakers tonight, beating the Dallas Mavericks, and then that emotional Luka facing his old team for the first time. I expect Luka to have a much bigger impact on the game in the April game in Dallas when he's in better shape, got more minutes under his belt. Lakers are clicking more. I definitely can see him doing better out there. Dylan, what's going on, Dylan the villain? Warriors fans are so annoying tonight. Hey, man, they're out. They're doing their thing. Let them do their thing. You're so good. I don't really trip on that. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Make sure to drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Serge, you're the best in the business. Love you. Thank you, brother. As always, you stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your night. Let's go Lakers. Let's go Dodgers. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.